in Anglesey this time, doing something I really love to do. Is one of the top destinations in the UK for sea kayaking, and I'm here with my dad. For anyone who doesn't kayak, sometimes you flip over. And if you flip over, it's really nice if you're able to flip yourself upright again, so you don't have to get out of the boat, have someone get you back in your boat, that kind of thing. So my dad runs these clinics teaching people how to right themselves once they've flipped over into the water, and the Greenland style of doing this is very different from the kind of regular way of rolling. Instead of using the normal paddle, you use a Greenland style paddle, which is a very thin type of paddle. I'll chuck in a video clip of one here so you can see it. So it's a very different type of paddle. Usually when my dad does these trips, we go together and he runs the clinic, and I'll grab him some video so he can put it on his Facebook. You know, he likes to be active on the social media. One thing I'd like to go over in this video is talk a little bit about the equipment I use to film sea kayaking, because, you know, it's in the water, which isn't necessarily the best place to take electronic camera gear. Also, I'm hoping for the first time to kind of get a little bit of coaching in how to actually do the Greenland roll myself. I've never really dived into it because I think there's something like 40 different rolls. I'll talk to my dad and his business partner later and clarify that. But so today I'm gonna show you a little bit about how I film these kinds of things, and hopefully not breathe in loads of water while I'm learning how to do Greenland rolling. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, car alarm's going off. Let's figure out why that's doing that. Left the keys in. Okay, I'm just gonna set the keys in a really safe place. One of my favorite reasons for coming out and doing this sort of thing is A, I get to spend some time with my dad. B, getting out to places like Anglesey. They're very naturally beautiful places, and that's one of my passions, is being outdoors. Okay, so one of the first things I need to do is get changed into some appropriate clothing, so I'm gonna do that now. Okay, there we go. Need to get the boats down, and I'm gonna head out. Paddles, you see them holding, that's a Greenland paddle. Okay, so apparently this is what you wear when you're Greenland paddling. It's called a tubing. day, wouldn't you say?
Greenland rolling with Lee.
Yeah, so
going over to the dark side now.
You haven't met my dad before. This is my dad, Patrick.
Hey!
No hands.
In the mountains.
Today, as you've seen, I've been learning to Greenland roll and I've been videoing it. Usually I use this GoPro, my drone and my Canon to film the different kind of parts of the kayaking clinics. I filmed a couple of other kayaking clinics my dad's run before. One of them, I think the best one was probably in Cornwall. I don't know, the Fuerteventura one was pretty good.
Fuerteventura one was gorgeous.
Yeah, that was nice. So yeah, I've done a couple. You can, I think they're on my YouTube. You can check them out if you can find them. I'm going to do a breakdown of the equipment I use for filming these clinics, and I'll insert it here. Sorry, just hold on a second, guys. Leaf from the future here. As I just said, I quickly want to go through some of the equipment I use when I'm filming sea kayaking. What am I trying to say? I have two kinds of equipment I use when I'm filming sea kayaking. I have cameras that allow me to do dynamic shots and cameras that allow me to do cinematics. The first piece of equipment I use when I'm shooting sea kayaking, and probably the most important, is my GoPro Hero 7 Black. Just because this camera, it's waterproof, it's small, it goes with me in the kayak when I'm actually out in the condition. I love this camera. It's probably my favorite purchase this year. I don't really need to bang on about it too much. One of my favorite things to do with it is it's got this kind of mount attached to it, and you can use it as a bite mount. So if you want to, you know, get those hands in the shot like that, look like a complete dork, that's the one. Next, the next most useful piece of equipment for shooting sea kayaking is my DJI Mavic Air. I obviously can't be in the kayak when I'm using this. Well, I don't know, maybe I could. Yeah, probably not. It allows me to get kind of this, you know, bird's eye perspective of the kayak, which I think is really useful when you're trying to kind of show off the day's adventure and you're wanting to get all of these beautiful scenery shots. So it's not just like close up and personal like the GoPro. This gives you that perspective. It allows you to, you know, kind of come from far away, get the ocean, get the cliffs, and then come in and you see the, you know, little kayak amongst all of the elements. Next, after the Mavic Air, I've got the camera that I do most of my cinematics on. That's my Canon 80D. The Canon 80D is a really great camera. Using this for my cinematics, I'll do like macro shots of the textures. This thing's weather sealed, so when it's getting splashed, it doesn't get inside the camera and destroy it. I've got an L lens on this with an ND filter. Usually when I'm filming sea kayaking, it's super sunny, so I want to be able to shoot at a slower frame rate. Not slower frame rate, what am I trying to say? A slower shutter speed, just so you get that motion blur. I love this camera. I've had it for 2 years. It's been my workhorse and I'll keep using it until it stops working. Next, I use a Ronin SC. Now, the Ronin SC is made for smaller mirrorless cameras, so it doesn't work too great with the 80D. It just gets me really smooth shots. If I've got the 80D mounted to it and I'm doing kind of slider style shots like that. This is a sweet bit of kit. I'll probably do a separate review on it just because it's there's a lot to talk about. The drone and the GoPro go with me in the kayak. The Canon and the Ronin do not. That's the equipment I use when I'm filming a day sea kayaking. Let's jump back in the car. Thanks for watching along. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then you know what to do.
And if you want to learn the Greenland style kayak, OMA and GIK.
And also check out this amazing drive that we're doing.